I'll tell you what, I haven't heard a guitar solo like that since fucking Hee Haw. And that's saying something.
That's how it is. Here we go. Hi. Once upon a groove on an old soul tune. I watch the pin move to shape the breakthroughs. Who makes moves, maneuver in the right direction? The rest of you get left behind and messed up in this session. I'm not trying to make a difference. Maybe surprise.
Welcome to Drunkcast Live. Episode 224 now on your radio dial.
Yeah.
I'm Travis.
I'm Dylan.
We're a podcast that takes place in Don's Depot in Austin, Texas, the best bar in the world.
That is true. We have proof.
Yeah, we have proof. I'm actually holding the proof right here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have the
I'm
paper.
drinking the proof right here.
I'm paying the proof right now. We like to hang out with some interesting people.
I'm Rob Gagnon.
And we like to talk about interesting things that happen over the week with interesting people. We have Adam McWaters coming back to the show.
Hello.
Our beard and our luck dragon. So good to see you, sir.
I have missed you.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like the deserts miss the rain.
They do miss that a lot. They do.
I don't think so. I think they're pretty cool being what they are, you know?
Well, they are deserts. So
Yeah. They don't want to do the yard work.
They're one S away from being fantastic.
That's true.
Yeah.
The desserts miss the rain. Yeah. Down on 4th Street. Great to have you come back. Across from him is a person who's never been on the show before.
Adam Rios.
One of my favorite people in the whole fucking world. He's an industry professional in Austin, Texas. God, what have you not done actually in film industry?
Kidnapping?
No, I've done that.
Okay,
It didn't
yeah.
work out too well. The
No,
third
sure.
one.
It never does.
The third one.
Get that mic next to your face, right in front of you.
Right next to my face. There we go.
Pull it out like this. Yeah, like a variant, like a
It
nice.
also moves this way.
Yeah, you can pull it towards you too. Like.
Well, obviously, I've never handled a microphone in the
Oh.
industry. So
sure.
Here
So
we
you've
go.
never been an MC.
So you've never been
in
an
that
MC.
way.
I've never
All
been
right.
an MC.
Okay.
No,
Never
the
been an
one
MC.
thing he's not done. There it is.
We found it.
Yeah.
And now I've done it. My life's complete. I'm out. That's
Now
it.
you're perfect.
I'm done.
No regrets.
Guys, you didn't even see this. He literally turned into a ball of white
Just
and just
whisked
disappeared.
away.
Yeah, whisked away. Yeah.
A beautiful being of pure energy.
Namaste.
Namaste. Rios, this is the first time you've been on the show, so I have to ask you 3 questions.
Absolutely.
First question is, what are you drinking?
I am currently having my favorite beverage, whiskey.
Okay. That's whiskey in a shot, it looks like.
It's whiskey in a shot,
Uh-huh.
and I will have many of those as the night goes on.
As the night progresses.
And having a Miller Lite.
Okay, cool.
So not
cool.
Lone Star. Okay.
No, I got Lone Starred out.
Well, that's easy to
Well,
do.
It's easy to do.
I started Lone Star at about 12, gave it up at about 19. Just never
Sure.
went
That's
back.
age appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, it's time to go to Miller Lite. I don't know what happened, but
Need to keep bless you, Canfield in the audience. Thank you so much, sir.
Yay. What whiskey do you have today, sir?
Yeah.
Right now I'm starting with Well Whiskey. I start with Well Whiskey before I work my way up to Jameson and then Tullamore, and then I just kind of take it from there.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
But
okay.
I ease into it. This is like the way stoners smoke bowls.
Yeah.
I do
Cheap
well,
as shit
I do
first,
cheap
yeah.
Well Whiskey for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then I work my way to the blunts and the hydro and all that.
Sure.
So, yeah,
Your honey-covered blunts, right?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Love it.
Second question is, what is your spirit animal?
Oh, my spirit animal, a harmonica.
Is that an animal?
Acceptable. It's fine. Yeah.
Makes a great pet.
Okay.
It does. It
Mine
does.
is actually sitting over the other side of the bar, and he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. So
That's true.
So
Your spirit
harmonica's
animal- your
fine.
spirit animal- Yeah, of course. Okay.
Well, harmonica's
Yeah,
better.
why-
Like
why-
in Indian culture, I would have been a sturgeon, and it just wasn't doing anything to me.
Okay.
sturgeon.
Okay.
So that'd be the
They're
northwest.
delicious.
The northwest.
In Asian culture, I'm a dog, which I'm cool with, but I don't know, just a harmonica. It's a great pet. It sits there quietly until I want it to not sit there quietly, and makes a lot of sense. It's in every great blues song. It's in a lot of great rock songs.
Yeah, for sure.
And, so that's my spirit animal.
The official animal
Of NASCAR.
of prison. But
Yes,
prison.
thank you. There you go. See,
animal
Okay.
instrument goes both ways.
Right?
Easily stowable for prison transport.
No, sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It fits in the same pouch you can use for a knife if you need
Yeah.
to.
Absolutely.
As St. John Popper has taught us.
Sometimes you can mold it into a knife.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I
You
mean,
file it down later on.
Melt it down. There's ways.
you lose a couple of notes if you make a harmonica into a shiv.
That's
but-
why you get the bigger ones.
Right.
Yeah, or you get duplicates. Like you already have one in the key of G.
Do you know how many cigarettes it costs to get a harmonica in prison?
Right?
I don't either.
2 packs.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's up to about 4 cartons these days.
Yeah, I was
Damn.
gonna say. Thanks, Trump.
I'm telling you.
The third question is going to be unique to you specifically, and if you ever have an interview again, I hope you never hear it. Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi?
Coke all the way.
Coke all the way. Why?
Coca-Cola all the way. Pepsi was just Oh God, I never got
Pepsi's
into
bad.
it.
Hold on. Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper King,
That's not the question.
but that wasn't the question.
That's
If I
true.
had to choose, if I
Make
had
sure-
to choose,
I said to clarify that.
Okay, sure.
if I took the Pepsi challenge, I would put my finger in Pepsi's face and go with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is America.
Did you ever taste? Did you ever actually do the Pepsi challenge when you were doing that whole marketing thing back in the?
We used to joke around it. You know,
Actually-
when we were kids, we used to like get our RC Cola, Mr. Pibb, which, by the way, I don't care what anybody says. If you go to a restaurant, they say we don't have Dr. Pepper, but we do have Mr. Pibb.
Yeah.
It's not the same damn
Yeah,
thing.
you
No,
walk,
it's not.
you walk
You
out.
leave, yeah.
You can't
for sure.
sell it. I'm insulted. I do. I get up and I walk out.
I mean, I'll drink Mr. Pibb. I will. Not in that situation. Not in that
Yes.
scenario.
Not if you're trying to trick me into drinking.
right. Right. It's not a bait and switch.
No, it's
Right.
not. It's not the same
It's
thing.
not quite the same thing at all.
No, but
And that's just something that Pepsi would try and pull something like that. So fuck Pepsi.
As
Coca-Cola.
as the cola recipes go, for that specific question, I too would go with Coke. Pepsi has no redeeming qualities. However, I would also give a shout out to RC Cola, which I
No.
believe is the greatest of the cola recipes.
For nostalgia
Personally.
reasons, I would agree. Just like I like red, big
Big
red.
Red.
once in a while.
I was never a fan of Big Red either.
I hate Big Red.
it's
Couldn't do it.
disgusting.
It is
Couldn't do
disgusting.
it.
But Big Red and what's the thing that's the thing? You know, it's not root beer, but
Barks.
No, not root beer, but something
Cream soda?
Cream soda.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I'll drink a cream soda once a year.
I loved it as a kid, and I had so much of it one summer that I cannot deal with.
Well,
cream
that's
soda ever
reasonable.
again.
That makes sense.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yep.
But I think to Adam's credit, you're right. I actually did take the Pepsi challenge one time.
Yep.
And I knew the difference right away. And
Absolutely.
And in my 12-year-old way, did the exact thing you were just describing, effectively telling them to fuck themselves because how dare you put that shit near my mouth,
Yeah.
sir?
Right.
Now, I did have a falling out with Coca-Cola when they tried to do the new recipe. Remember the new Coke?
New Coke,
I was
yeah,
pissed
yeah,
at them
yeah,
for that.
yeah.
They
No, you
That-
put that cocaine back in.
that was like my father walking out on me when I was a child. It hurt me.
Well, you know that Diet Coke, as it stands now, is the new Coke Diet Coke version, and then the newest version of Coke Zero is the Coke that we know now to be real Coke. That's that diet version. So Diet Coke tastes differently than Coke because it's the new Coke variety of diet drink,
Yeah.
and the old Coke, which is Coke Classic, is Coke Zero.
All
That's
I know
why
is-
people love the shit out of Diet Coke for some reason.
All I know is that New Coke was pimped heavily by Bill Cosby, so it had Quaaludes.
There you go.
Well, no, I mean he's safe now, right? I mean,
Well, by the time this airs, who knows? So
yeah,
Give it a few weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Also, Big Red should never be consumed, especially once you find
by
out
humans.
that cheer wine exists.
Oh my God, Cheerwine's so good.
Which I was robbed of that opportunity. I'd never heard of the shit until we tried it
Yeah, because of Shane Thompson.
because of Shane Thompson. And
Is it similar? Or
No,
does
it-
it attempt to be?
No,
it's red,
Oh, it's like
oh,
the.
okay.
but it doesn't taste anything like Big
It
Red
tastes
does.
like what Big Red was trying to be. You know.
Yeah,
It's
Big-
like someone tried Malort and was like, let's try something. Let's try make something taste good. You know. Like
And it's like you can finally find cheer wine in stores here now, and it's like it's been out for decades, and they finally was like, oh guys, I'm so sorry, I forgot about you. Here, you're gonna want this.
right. We forgot to give. This was supposed to be a pairing.
Shit,
This was a joke, and this was the real thing, and we forgot to give out the real.
Look at that on page 1 of my notes. I just totally skipped it. Where's my head?
Where's your Big Red?
Yeah,
Where's your Big Red?
Fire the interns.
In the toilet.
Big Red. It was like medicine to me.
awful.
It's just the way
Yeah,
it tastes. It
yeah.
just
No, Vicks tastes better.
absolutely, absolutely.
Look at that.
Okay,
Okay, so
get you fucked up.
Yeah,
and that's what I've been curious, like very specifically, like I think we talked about on the show at least at some point. We find out that there's different kinds, at least two different kinds of people who taste cilantro different ways, and we stopped there. We said, all right, there's some humans that taste cilantro taste like soap, and there's some humans that thinks it tastes fresh. Thinks, if you got that dog whistle there. And then we said, well, there can't be any other varieties in the entire world. Everyone else believes that everything else
It's
tastes.
a solid benchmark.
I can't even taste cilantro. I'm a chef, and it just does nothing
Yeah,
to me. It's
sure.
a garnish.
Yeah,
it adds
it
color
tastes
to
like
it.
garnish,
and that's
right?
It. That's it.
Better.
Right,
Nice.
and that sounds great.
It actually ruins food for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if vanilla ice cream tastes different to other people? Like we just don't do that because it's nothing so vitriolic of like
And I don't know how it's on everything now. Everything has cilantro on it.
everything.
It used to just be tacos as a way to get the green in there, and then it was then they started putting it on my fish tacos, and now it's on you get lamb and they'll put cilantro
Yes. Yes.
I don't
Fucking
get it.
hate that.
on it. I don't get it.
I was going through the low carb thing. We went to an Indian restaurant and it was like, hey, so it doesn't say cilantro on the menu. I was like, let's say it
Because
we'd
it's
love to try
Indian
this lamb.
food.
Right.
It's in everything.
Everything says cilantro except
And
for
it was
lamb. and it was,
gorgeously plated lamb
like,
chops.
beautiful chunks.
And some sides of it just fucking doused in cilantro.
Yeah.
All up in the sauce, all up in everything.
I don't need the color on it. It's okay.
Is that a Texas thing? They're trying to be more Texas flavor.
Probably.
I
don't know.
could see that.
This is an
argument.
official call out to cilantro. We're coming for you.
You know what? It's an absolute call out. Stop it already.
Just
Please,
fucking stop
just
it
fucking
already.
stop.
Adam is the professional here, so we should really defer to his judgment.
It's a joke. That's all it is. It's a big joke.
Yeah, yeah. It's bullshit.
It is bullshit. It's a vile weed.
It's
How's that?
So obviously we don't do shows on Sundays anymore
Thank God.
because the place we used to do things on Sundays is dead to us.
It is.
Because Sunday is the day the Lord rested.
No, it's the day we are hungover from doing drunk cast.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the Lord's
Oh,
resting.
the Lords. Oh, you mean the plural?
The royal,
the royal-
yeah,
the
yeah.
royal lord.
lords, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not you. The
Not
royal.
you.
The
Okay.
royal lords.
Yes.
But not Lord, because she's
Anyway,
terrible.
stop talking
Yeah,
so
there we
loud.
So we're not doing a show tomorrow. So today is our Father's Day episode.
Yes, it is.
That's why we have guests.
That's why we have
with parents.
two incredible guests, both named Adam, which is pretty rad.
Yeah. Honestly, we should be bitter enemies, but I love this
You
guy.
would think.
No, of course, no.
What are the odds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. Of all the
He's
Adams I've ever
definitely
met,
going to be
like,
the
I would
last
never,
one I take the head of.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear.
We've had that conversation. And
Yeah,
we're,
absolutely.
we're both on that
I would-
on that level.
Yeah.
And you're both dads.
It's yes.
You're both pretty killer dads.
Well,
I'd say,
it's the mature thing to
I
do.
have killed a lot of people.
killer dads.
I mean, it's why I gave up kidnapping.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, who has the time?
There's no money in it,
No.
really.
Yeah.
Like when you
You
think
know,
about the effort.
Yeah, especially now Fiverr is a thing. Like you can just
Yeah.
$5 kill anyone.
my kid can barely drive, and it was really awkward for him. You know.
Yeah.
To be involved in it, and so we gave it up.
It's good bonding though.
It is.
Actually, I think you're
Back to crab fishing.
Atticus would be a really good wheelman.
He is.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
He would help me.
He'll make it there. He'll make it.
He would
Yeah.
bury a body with me.
Fuck yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's love. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. And Adam's kiddo is Isaac.
Yes.
And Isaac is. I mean, I don't really know your kiddo as much as I thought I
No,
might
because
have.
you never, ever come over.
You're right. You never invite me, so that's a bummer.
Letting your kids never at your house. So.
Yeah, he is. He's there right now.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The royal.
The royal now. Yeah.
The royal now. Yes. No, we swap weeks usually. So they'll be
Oh,
with mom for a
I
week.
forgot.
we'll be with us for a week.
The DDX is more local now than before.
Yeah, they moved back.
Yeah.
About to be very local, right down the street from Chris and Carrie, who are 3 minutes from me.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, she's buying a house.
Oh, cool. Good.
Nice.
That's pretty fun.
More time
Just
walking
ride
over
his,
and back and
just
stuff,
ride
yeah.
his little bike ride over. It's just whatever.
Yeah, don't pick him up. Make him ride.
That's correct. Yes.
Uphill both ways. Come on.
Happy fucking Father's
In the
Day.
snow.
The last father that I want to have, I'm just doing a shout out. The other guy that I was going to have come on the show, even as a fifth, was Matt Lauer, because
He's a brand new dad.
he loves the shit out of Emerson, and he should, because Emerson's a fucking awesome kid, even as potato as it still is because it's young, and it's so sweet. And I was like, why don't you come on the show? And he's like, I don't think I can because she's sick. And it's like, oh, the sweet coincidence of thing, you know, that he's being such a good dad that he can't come out and do a thing. So like, big shout out to him. Love people to take care of, like, because he makes the joke specifically. Maybe you guys are gonna understand this. Like, you look up one day and you go like, I really give a shit about this, and I feel like a nerd about it in a way. You're like, I want this thing to survive. It's like, no, you were a split difference between a lot of dads. You're like, fuck you, get out of here, go play
So-
video games.
So in essence, he's at home being a good father with his child.
Yeah.
You and I are drinking whiskey on a drunk podcast.
That's right.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the
everybody.
show.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day.
I'm glad that read well, actually.
I only ask for one thing.
Let me drink. God damn it.
I get to go here on Saturdays regardless. I don't care who's on fire.
Yeah.
You have all week to be on
prepare.
fire, and I'll fix it for you. I just want these evenings.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Father of the Year.
it's a mature thing to do.
it is. It's
So, Isaac is 8?
no, he will be 10,
10? Oh,
on
Jesus.
this month.
Jeebus.
And
The
Adam,
Big Ten.
how old is your kid?
Atticus just turned 6.
Nice.
So
Nice.
how
That's a good
many-
one. That's a
I'd
good
like
one.
to give a shout out also to Maddox, who just turned 4
Yep.
in March,
Oh,
because
yep.
Maddox is always in my life
Yeah.
and will
Yeah.
always be my boy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a little shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure.
So how many World's Greatest Fathers mugs do you own
Cheers.
collectively?
How many what?
World's Greatest Fathers mugs do you own?
I don't own a single one.
I am proud to say 0.
0.
Good dads.
You
Actually.
heard it here first, folks.
But I
We
do,
did it!
I do have my mugs are the Rice Krispies mug that Travis gave me after we moved out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you left your mug. He's like, you can have it. Okay, that was easy.
Yeah, I thought
And,
long and
uh,
hard about it.
and the I hate Morndos Skyrim mug.
Sure.
Those are my mugs.
Deep ref, man.
Everybody
I don't
else.
have a single mug. I mean, I have cups for when people come over.
Okay.
And that's about it. But
Sure.
I don't
You
have
need at
a
least
mug.
one mug,
No,
man.
we just eat McDonald's every day. It's so simple.
That's the reason you don't like Pepsi. That's the reason you don't like Pepsi. Pepsi tastes best out of a mug. Flat Pepsi, specifically out of a mug.
no, they both
Flat Crystal Pepsi.
Oh,
Right
I can't say
now.
about Crystal
God,
Pepsi.
don't bring-
It's
don't.
still it's
Too soon.
You're going
too
to bring
soon.
up Crystal Pepsi, and it's going to bring up
I missed it so much.
Van Hagar in
Oh.
that commercial, and I'm just, it's just going
And
to.
Zima
Dance
being,
puppets.
Zima being back. Apparently
Zima is
now.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no sense in that.
There's not.
Correct answer.
There's no reason for that.
somebody
Oh
lost
God,
their
here we
mind.
go. Here we go.
Running out of time.
Yeah.
So remember this: the best ad that's ever happened for the best drink we'll never get again. Crystal Pepsi. God. 1993, ladies and gentlemen. We'll come back after this with Moshe.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break.
I blame Sammy Hagar for all of this.
We all do.
The night's new, what a feeling, what a nice mood. A bam, boom, rock, we're here to rock you.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hey! Segment 2. The Double Blues. Still hanging out with Dylan.
Yeah.
Still hanging with Adam.
Hello.
Waters. And Adam Rios.
We're all here.
I always call you Rios, really. So
Yeah.
this works out. So we can say Rios or Pony Boy.
Whichever one.
I actually don't know where Pony Boy came from.
It's kind of funny. A lot of people don't. They've just heard it for so long
Yeah.
and just kind of rolled with it.
Yeah.
I was.
Because you weren't Pony Boy when I met you, right?
No, it
When
came
was
back
the-
when
the-
I moved. It was social media that brought that nickname back.
Okay.
And it was an old buddy of mine from my hometown who, back in the MySpace days,
Oof.
Aw.
sent me a MySpace
dark
comment
ages.
that said, "Hey, Pony Boy, where you at?"
Okay. Okay.
And of course, I get to work, and people were like, what's Pony Boy, huh? What's that about?" And I was like, I got rid of that thing for 8 years, and now it's back. And then it became my name tag at work. It became my name in the POS system, and Pony Boy was back. And it was because I always sort of ran around with ruffians, if you will, but they used to call me Pony Boy because they couldn't understand why. I was doing good in school. I was into reading. I was into art. Blah blah blah. But they knew I was down to get into a fight, and a scruff with them. Blah blah blah. And they were like, "You're like Pony Boy.
I
You
thought
remind
it
us
was,
of Pony Boy from The Outsiders." That's how it happened.
I thought it was because you're golden
okay.
like deliciously made fried chicken.
Well, there is that.
It could be two things.
It could definitely be two things. I mean, the stay gold never gets old, man. I love it.
Well, I definitely didn't remember you as Pony Boy when I first met you.
No.
So, yeah.
No. But then it just, sort of came into fruition, and you'll hear one of two things if I walk into a bar or wherever. It's either, "Hey, Rios," or "Hey, Pony Boy."
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I turn to. I never turn around to Adam. It's very rare.
Yeah.
Very few people call me that.
And you worked for, where'd you meet Todd Fitt?
I actually met Todd Fitt at Indian Roller.
That was one of the coolest things because I had heard that he worked at Indie Roller. We went and saw
Yeah.
you actually and saw him working there. I was like, oh, fucking Todd. Like, I only kind of barely knew Todd at that point. Like, I hung out with him a couple of times, but never, like, actually talked. Saw him. He was working the door, whatever, cool. And then it was just the other week. Like, Todd Fitt's here, and then you showed up, and you guys, like, embraced, like, as bros. And I was
Oh,
like, oh, it's
man.
fucking so rad
Hey,
because Todd Fitt's one
cool
of
guy.
like warriors.
half
We
of
did.
the foreign correspondents,
Yeah.
him and Neil Perleberg. And that's super fucking rad. And that's why I was kind of hoping that at least you could hear his voice while I was in Bogota, but it's going to work.
So he's in my heart.
Yeah, he's always there.
He's always in my heart.
Like a Phil Collins song. Yeah.
Oh God, Phil Collins, that guy can write a song.
He's done a lot of them. Actually,
that guy can write
yeah.
a song and can play every instrument that there is to play. He's amazing,
His
So we-
castanet game's pretty lame.
So he's
I'm
the
not
White
gonna lie.
Prince.
and he is probably the foremost authority on the Alamo.
I've discussed it on the show many times.
Yes, really,
Finally,
really fucking weird and fascinating thing.
Absolutely.
His collection was so strong, and so he was able to,
he gave it back to he donated it back to the Alamo because his collection was bigger than theirs was.
which is important because Phil Collins is not from the United States, right?
No, he's not.
No.
He's a Brit.
He's a Brit.
Turns out.
Yeah.
And in
lot of
England,
time.
Turns out he's not one of. I claim him as one of ours
Sure.
just because he writes so many great goddamn
A
songs.
Texan, not an American. A Texan.
No, a Texan.
Yeah.
No, a
Yeah.
Texan first.
for sure.
well, he had all the Alamo stuff, and he gave it back. So that makes him a Texan.
Gave it
Yeah,
back.
exactly. Yeah.
Gave it back.
Gave. Actually, that's most appropriate.
So weird.
And
Such a
yeah.
weird thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Because I didn't understand why South Park hit him so hard. Oh, it's because because Phil Collins won the Grammy above one of their things. Is that the reason why they?
Probably.
Probably.
That sounds right.
Fuck
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It
Fuck
feels right.
And what did he got a Grammy for a Disney song?
Tarzan.
Of all
No, he
things.
won an Oscar for this song.
Right. Right.
That's right.
For that same song, and
Yeah.
you'll be in my heart.
Phil Collins. I'm gonna do a shot for that guy.
I'll do a shot with you.
Yeah.
Only while we're listening to Phil Collins.
Only while we're listening.
Yeah.
No, well,
Right now. Oh, wrong. Sorry.
That's definitely not it, but
Nope,
sure.
nope, nope.
that is a thing.
No, that was Van Collins. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
I hated that Crystal Pepsi Van Collins years.
gosh, the worst time of music.
It was bad for all
what
of
are
us.
you
though.
doing,
It
sir?
was.
What are you listening to?
This is the
Oh, it's the Tarzan.
Yeah, this is Phil Collins.
I don't speak Disney, so need banjo here for this one.
Yeah.
you don't have to actually watch the video, but it's Phil Collins, man. It makes you feel good.
I mean,
Got 2 thumbs and a heart, don't I?
this song probably got him Davy Crockett's hat from all the money he made off of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And a handy.
like and a
The
hand-
math
yeah.
checks out. Actually.
Yeah, the
Remember Phil Collins in Miami Vice? God, that was awesome.
What?
Phil Collins was in Miami Vice.
Yeah, he was a host of a
played-
game show.
He played a recurring character.
No, he wasn't. It was only a one-time.
No,
thing.
he was also a drug dealer.
I thought it was only a
Who-
one-time episode. though.
No, he did a few.
But he was a game show
Use
host,
the internet.
and he had a song.
To fact
The song was
check.
called Rat Race. Actually, that was the name of the show. Was Rat Race that he was the host of, in which he was the host.
For some reason I remember him in a few episodes.
Miami Vice in the air tonight. Yeah, sure.
Well, his
sure,
song was always
That song's and everything.
sure. Phil the Shill, right?
yeah.
Let's see. Phil the Shill is an episode of Miami Vice. Maybe he shows back up. I mean, we'll figure that out.
Either way,
Yeah.
he was in Miami Vice.
Backed
Yeah,
by
sure he
popular
was.
demand, no doubt.
And if I'm not mistaken, in that episode, he actually
Speaking?
outsmarted the cops, and he won in the end.
No, he walked away
Yeah.
from everything.
Yeah.
That,
Actually,
that British little.
Didn't he drive away in a fancy car?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, he walked away scot free. He used everybody against each other.
Yes.
In that
Yes.
episode,
Yes.
he used drug dealers against the police against the hookers. It just went in this huge circle.
it was no doubt the inspiration for the blacklist.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, it sounds like a Raymond Reddington thing.
Yeah. Everybody was Phil Collins' pawn
Yes.
in that episode.
This, please, and a shot of lemon.
Oh yeah, we have to do shots
Yeah.
for.
Oh,
we got to do a shot for Phil Collins.
For Phil Collins. Rest in peace.
In a curious side note to Miami Vice specific Phil Collins references, I was living in
Go on.
No, I was living in Coral Springs near Fort Lauderdale, which is near Miami, in mid '80s, and that was the Invisible Touch years, and they sold out Miami, whatever stadium it was at the time, 80,000 seats. They sold it out in like 15 minutes. Like,
Miami septagonal.
yeah, you could not buy a ticket to see the Invisible Touch live show. It was not happening.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I had my
Phil
white jacket
Collins.
and roll-up sleeves and everything. I was ready to go.
That's the power of Phil Collins. He need you know who we need in this world. We need Phil Collins back. Not that he's really gone anywhere, but we need him back on the radio.
Yeah, sure.
I think he actually is kind of back right now.
I mean, he's always welcome to the show, for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, easily.
I mean, he's still involved in producing and writing and stuff like that. But like, we need a Phil Collins major tour.
More than ever.
We need him to play at ACL live.
Yep.
Oh, that would be. I would actually go to ACL for that.
That's one that I would go to that venue for. Absolutely, because that's where he would probably play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if he were to come through Austin.
It's like Lamborghini, all shiny on a computerized grid floor.
With his
Yeah,
little
this
he
is-
had a
this
little
is,
ponytail. Not much
imagery
hair,
in
but he
my
had that
head.
little ponytail in the back.
That's right now. This is a mullet.
No, that's a skullet, I believe. It's a
Skullet. So I read, I actually heard about this earlier today. Completely, just only talk about music. That Dead Mouse,
Yeah.
has a custom Ferrari called a Ferrari.
Okay.
They literally changed the icon of the thing.
This
It
is-
has a cat on it.
okay.
It's Nyan Cat that he's painted on the side of the thing.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And Ferrari
That's
is
cool.
suing him.
Good for them.
He bought his own vehicle, and he painted it in his own way, and they're suing him for fucking up their brand, for doing whatever he wants to with his intellectual or with his own property.
Oh, it's not his property; it's a Ferrari.
It's probably a lease.
So is that in the
Yeah.
in the description? Like you might know more than I would think. I
I actually do know a little bit about this. Ferrari, in the past, about 10 or 12 years or so, has been
after they're making trucks and
no
farm equipment. Yeah.
Ferrari does not do that. Lamborghini does.
Oh, I thought Ferrari did too.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, and this is where that might come into play. So all the luxury automakers, Bentley has a SUV now, I think.
Yep.
Lamborghini has been doing some SUV stuff, but Ferrari has been staying in the. We are not making anything that's approachable for a consumer. It's supercars only.
Mussolini forbade it.
Yeah. And in the past, like 10 or 12 years, they've been focusing strictly on the brand of Ferrari is extreme luxury car for people who can afford it. And if you have to ask the prices, you can't afford it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And but they've
How much
been
do the tires cost?
they've
Get out of
been
here.
exceptionally litigious about stuff like this. So that makes perfect sense that they would sue because
Yeah.
they have been extremely brand focused on the luxury aspect of the fact they're a car manufacturer.
But like, there's no leg to stand on there, right? Like, I
Right.
would understand if like,
I mean, once you've bought it,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
do they
It's
sue
yours.
you if you get into an accident in your
Um,
Ferrari for wrecking their car?
normal people know, or normal rich people, but like Dead Mouse being like, hey, look at me on
The
Instagram.
best parallel I can throw out there is I read the story just a couple weeks ago. There's a dude who has a Ferrari collection, like 50 Ferraris, and he was denied the ability to buy the most recent one because Ferrari said you are promoting yourself in a Ferrari over the brand of Ferrari, and they refused to sell him a Ferrari.
Huh.
Because this is a dude like is out in California who runs like a jewelry store, and he lives he does the lifestyle thing on Instagram. And he has 50 Ferraris. He drives a Ferrari to work every day, different Ferrari. But he's always posting like, me, my Ferrari, me, my Ferrari.
Yeah,
But he's
yeah.
posting me as a rich dude with watches and my Ferrari. And Ferrari refuses
My
to sell him the
Sharona.
car because
Huh.
he's like, no, you're not promoting the car, you're promoting you.
That's so weird.
So to Dead Mouse's point, I think that
yeah.
actually makes sense. So.
I know Tesla has a couple of times. I know at least one time. Tesla,
Nicola!
Musk.
Musk, yes. Mr. Musk has denied a person the purchase of a Tesla, a brand
The
new
curious
Tesla,
case of Mr. Musk.
because the guy was tweeting something really negative about the company, and he had something on the reservation, and Musk canceled his reservation.
So there you go.
I still don't agree with that.
Tarnish the brand.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand the brand thing, but it's like,
We're in a brand economy, sir.
yeah.
Look, Dylan, it's
What?
Susudio,
It is.
the official music video.
The official.
It's
I
a
didn't know there was
song-
bootleg videos of Susudio.
I decided the word studio made sense to me. I think about last year or so, when it was like 114 degrees in September.
Okay.
I was driving home like, oh yeah, I get it now. When it's 114 degrees and you've been sweating all the goddamn day long, studio makes sense all of a sudden. Just the word.
Yeah.
So
Just melting a little bit.
yeah,
Your mouth melts.
It's about the heat.
You know, I was such a nerd for Phil Collins that I actually stayed up one night to watch him on David Letterman, where he revealed the name Susudio.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the story.
Yes,
Okay.
David Letterman was asking him, what the hell is Susudio? You know, and he was like, well, it makes sense. It rolled off the tongue. It's based on a girl.
Okay.
There is no girl named Susudio, but those were sort of, it just rolled off the tongue in a song, and he just thought no, but Susudio just rolled off the tongue. So it's about a girl, but there is no girl actually named
sure.
Susudio.
The idea of an archetype of a girl, a
Yeah.
version of a
A version of a girl.
That's
just
okay.
the way it rolled with the song, he just said he's Phil Collins. He doesn't have to explain himself, but it was awesome. True story.
I really had no idea before we started talking that we're going to talk this much about Phil Collins.
I didn't either. See,
Yeah.
it's just
I like
it's
it.
the power of Phil Collins.
We are in Texas, sir.
Yeah. Yes, we are the official home of Phil Collins.
Do you remember the Alamo?
And he says,
Phil Collins does.
and he looks up and says, yes.
He looks up and says, "Hold my beer, I got this."
See? Makes sense.
Yeah.
It checks out.
It all checks out. In the end.
Welcome on the
Hold
show.
my ale.
No, he's a beer man.
Let's take a next break and we'll come back after this.
Dusty bricks, bitters, mix, bitter caps, split bricks.
And like every other Michelin chef, they used to do pub grub.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Great. Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break. Damn, what a
We're back on the show, everybody. Hello. Segment 3, Fighting 3.
The fighting three.
We have shots in front of us. Let's hit these shots real quick.
We do.
This is the Phil Collins shot.
For
Phil Collins.
this is the-
Phil.
Welcome back to Phil Talk. We're filling in.
Keeping it Phil.
Phil cast.
I'm here to fill you in the latest Phil news.
Phil Court.
Boom, boom.
Will you remind me? I need to put that on the soundboard.
The Night Court.
Yeah,
boom, boom,
it's so
boom,
good.
Boom, boom, boom,
I love the shit out of Night Court.
That was a
doesn't?
great show.
Yeah.
It was a great show.
Yeah. Like, that's one of the things that I fell in love with 30 Rock almost immediately. Like, I mean, I love 30 Rock so much, and they had that, like, Night Court bit
Oh yeah.
where the last series, the last season of the show didn't come out because...
It never got an ending.
Yeah, because they didn't get an ending because the Jenna Maroney character came in as a fucking as a werewolf lawyer. So stupid.
You remember what made God, what was the actor's name who played the judge in Night Court? Was
Harry Anderson.
Harry Anderson. Yeah, he got this show because wow, I'm full of really bullshit trivia tonight. And
You came to the right place.
and NBC loved him because he had a recurring character on Cheers, Harry the Hat,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they gave him his own show.
And he got that from being on SNL doing stand up.
Yes. There you go. The more you know.
The more you know.
How
Yeah.
deep does this incest run?
It's NBC, so
it's all the way.
When
It
Night
don't
Court-
stop.
When
Yeah.
Night Court ended, Bull ended up doing the first television episode of Highlander.
that's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's a show we could talk about for a while.
He was also in Ghost Shark.
Well, yeah, no, it was all downhill after that, I'm sure.
No, he's made a living, actually a nice living, in I'm gonna say B movie, Z movies.
Yeah,
Like,
sure. Any asylum
The
level
stuff,
of
the stuff the
yeah.
asylum passes on most of the time, but occasionally picks up for.
The asylum passes on. Cool. Okay.
They're likely funded and filmed overseas,
But
so
he's-
it's probably Zed.
Yeah, but yeah, he's made a living just doing guest appearances as tall guy with weird deep voice.
yeah.
He's actually pretty. He's
bald,
been a few
mean
of those.
person.
no, he's not bald in real life.
Like the guy who plays
What?
the dude, the bad guy from Phantasm, was just like.
Well, he's dead now. But
Oh, I know he is, but he got that job over and over again because he's tall.
yeah, the tall man.
Yeah.
No, but Richard Mall is not bald. He shaved
No.
for the show.
Okay.
He's
He
like
had hair in Highlander.
Yeah, he's like 60-something years old now. He still has a full head of hair.
I don't believe this.
That's just cruel.
I guess I'll never know because I can't look it up on my laptop right here.
He was also in Scary Movie 2, I believe,
Mm.
as the demented ghost who tormented the
It's
kids.
it's scary. Yeah, for sure.
Scary Movie.
Well, look up Charles Richard Mole is his full name, and the picture they have is of a fucking bald guy.
Because that's because he's Bull. Everyone knows he's Bull.
Well, I mean, like this is like he's at a wedding or something, or maybe he's security at a wedding. Maybe,
It
this
was
is the
part
Trump
of a
rally,
show.
the inauguration. You can see how many people there are. There's 4 people in the audience.
4 million people. You.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
And
Well, I
Charles,
have my glasses
so
on, so-
Charles Mole was there to
I'm
support
not
Trump?
sure that's what's happening. I think that's just
I'm
a
gonna
habit.
guess
You
that's
should look
not
at
wrong.
you should look at the images tab to see if you can track him down with hair.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
Oh, good.
We're over it.
We're going back to looking at nipple.
We're moving forward.
yes.
Bitty,
Bitty,
look at that.
bitty bomb bomb.
It's
It's
our
a
last-
touching
Yeah.
scene, painting created during the Renaissance.
Oh yeah.
Accidental Renaissance. You ever go to
50.
that?
Yeah,
That's a
I-
Reddit-
I'm
yeah.
Days
subscribed.
ago.
So Rios.
Yes.
What are you doing right now?
Right
not the drinking, but like what you like?
Outside
to
of dream. Well, this my most recent turn in the lifetime in this industry that I've had
in the
has
wheel? Yeah.
has taken me. I dare to say I feel like I've gone home a little bit. I am back to working with people I have not worked with in at least 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm so back at the Tillery. The Tillery. I feel home.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a fucking
Cool.
solid group of
It's
people.
it's a great place.
Justin's like fucking great. I mean, like,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like it's like getting the band back together in
Yeah.
some weird kind of way.
yeah.
And
Like that time Led Zeppelin came back together and Phil Collins drummed
Phil
for
Collins
them.
played drums when Led Zeppelin reunited
I
for the
still
very
rem-
first time at the Band Aid concert.
Yes, I remember fondly the day you told me that story.
So you're saying Phil Collins is running the kitchen at Tillery?
He's sort of like the eye in the sky, you know. Like you feel his presence there.
right.
It's just it hovers over the Tejano music that blares in the kitchen.
That Phil Collins is playing the drums for.
That
Yeah.
Phil Collins is playing the
He's
drums
playing
for.
all the instruments actually.
He's playing all the instruments,
Yeah.
including the maraca,
Yeah.
and it's pretty awesome. And no, I love being back at work there, and I've moved back downtown, and I'm hanging out back at Don's on a regular basis. Which I probably in the course of the last 5 years maybe came here 5 times.
Oh yeah, no, it was a crazy
I
coincidence.
think
We're
I've
like,
seen you
oh my god,
all 5 of those times.
It's possible.
Yeah, yeah.
It's possible. And now I live right around the corner. I'm working back downtown.
Nice.
I'm hanging out back at Don's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still,
Father's Day, man.
it's Father's Day's tomorrow. I still, still haven't grown up. That's the beauty of this industry that we're in, though.
Yeah.
You never grow up.
I'm happy you're happy at work. That's good.
It's been a long time. It has been
Yep.
a long time
Yeah,
since I have woken up
I actually wanted to go.
and said, "Man, I'm going to work today."
Nice.
This is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
On the show, I'm not sure how much we edit out because of reasons to edit things out.
Identity theft problems.
No. We keep
Ferrari.
all those numbers. That's fine.
For Ferrari. yeah.
Hopefully not in LifeLock. Remember that? Nobody?
But we have a lot of people who have come from the Mordor. Let's call it Mordor.
Yes.
Who have now been at Tillery, and things are
Yeah.
like the best of what was there
Yes.
Yes.
has been flown into this little place in
Yeah,
Austin.
it's pretty awesome. Like I said, it's nice to get back together with a group of people that you haven't worked with in a long period of time. Nice to catch up. Know that we're all still. Some people are still doing the same drugs. Some people have moved on to better drugs.
Well, they can afford it now.
But
They're
yeah.
not at 6th Street anymore.
Yeah, exactly. People still go to work a little hungover.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course. That's always going to happen.
People can't wait to get out of work, not because we hate work, but we're ready to go do our drugs and alcohol again. And it's just awesome. I feel home.
That's awesome. Cheers to that.
That's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Cheers
the best
to
thing
that.
in the world. Really.
I'm glad that place.
Family so important, and
Yeah,
there was a
yeah.
big portion of Mordor or whatever, especially Justin.
Absolutely, yeah, that's what I was
chef
getting
there.
at.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like knowing specifically that's important for you to come together.
Absolutely.
And, like, eat the food.
and kudos to that guy because
Yeah.
I have worked with a lot of incredible chefs in my time and have acted as an executive chef at several places. And I was really excited to get back to work with, or not just back to work with some of the old people, but finally get a chance to work with that guy. Because that guy, he's on a completely different fucking level.
Yeah.
A completely
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
That to me is an interesting story. I'm not sure how much we've talked about on this. We edited a lot about some of the past days for personal reasons for that. But he came out of Mordor as basically what people look at from the outside as a burger flipper.
He was flipping burgers and he
Yeah.
was making tacos and
Yeah.
deep frying frozen French fries.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
As a way into
that dangerous?
his next steps or whatever.
yeah,
you know.
but there's a guy he's running the place downtown flipping burgers effectively, but he was always a lot more, and now he has a chance to flourish,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and people are going with him because
Absolutely.
he's dragging them over there.
He is. They're literally cherry picking some of the best people in town.
It's a great
Yeah.
story. Just the
to
idea-
go there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think of a pub grub as a place where a real person who cares about food comes from.
He's a Michelin
Yeah.
chef.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know, it
Yeah.
absolutely is
And
awesome.
like every other Michelin chef, they used to do pub grub.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes you have a detour. Sometimes you have to take a shit in the worst bathrooms just so you can get on the fucking road again. You know, like,
That's right.
Or eventually you become famous enough where you have your own pub grub food. Todd English, I guess, is the dude in Vegas who has he's a famous guy chef
Yeah.
thing.
Is it
You
that-
guys eat food, I don't.
The super strong guy?
I
No,
don't
that's the hotel. What was it called? Hotel Accidental or whatever.
No idea.
Actual
I've got
Hotel
nothing.
Actual. Okay, I'll look that up later.
Wario Batali.
Wario Battalion. Yeah,
He's a good guy. He understands the industry.
he sure does.
He pays above average.
Yeah.
That's important.
Which is incredibly important. He's very respectful of the kitchen and what he puts out and how we are with it. And most importantly, fucking guy loves Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
And
A healthy respect.
Might just change the name of the show to Phil Collins.
he's not afraid. Take chances. Everybody still drinks. Everybody still does their drugs. As long as we're getting the job done, he does not care. And we're
So
cool with
we've
that.
all been adjacent or inside the industry, at least at some point in our
Absolutely.
lives. All four of us, and a lot of people in the audience.
I have.
Yeah, yeah.
I cooked.
I've
and
asked this
bartended.
question. I can't remember if I asked this question on the show or not. But
What you got?
the joke is, a man walks into a bar, full stop. What does that bar look like?
That's a joke.
No. The joke is the jokes. Come on, seriously. This is
I'm not sure where you're going with this. That's all.
no. I thought it was very clear. I'm going to edit all this out because I thought it was very clear. So what happens is every time you hear a joke where it starts off with the concept of a man walking into a bar, there's a joke that ends somewhere.
Right.
But what does that bar look like?
The question
is, what does the bar
when
look
presented with the beginning of that style of joke,
The
what
preface.
does that bar look like
Yeah.
to you?
like? Adam, what does that bar look like to you?
It's hard to say because I always go to that generic bar in movies where it's just sort of a
So Continental Club.
Continental Club. Yeah, there you go.
See, mine's Star Wars bar.
The cantina?
Excellent
Absolutely.
So when a man walks into a
Nice.
bar,
That's the bar he's
you
walking
go
into.
straight into
No, that's why you pay attention because it's a man walking into the bar.
one man,
There you
no
go.
droids, obviously.
You're like, yeah. They're not welcome
No,
here.
it's just fucking Han Solo walking into the Star Wars bar.
Okay.
That
okay.
sounds.
And
That
then the
sounds.
joke takes place.
Same
from there.
song keeps going.
I mean, there was no greater bar,
When I grew up, I wanted to be
in my
Rios.
opinion, than the Star Wars bar.
Because mine's always that like lame, boring. Like the shot's not even interesting of the character walking into.
All
the
right,
bar.
here's a particular question. Okay, so Rios, you're off the table because you're thinking you're in.
He's already won.
You're 40 chess. Okay. So Dylan,
Yeah.
that bar, what do their chairs look like?
Now, see, here's the thing. Because I'm stupid about both movies and drinking, I take both very, very
This
seriously.
is imaginations. This
Yeah,
is not movies. This is not anything else.
I need the qualifier. Like, if you're walking into Don's, that's a different joke.
Man walks into a bar.
Yeah, that then I guess
It's a desperate desert situation. Like you're literally asking
well,
the
then
person.
at the
yeah.
best, it's like the hotel. It's the Hilton.
Okay, man walks into a bar.
Because if
it's
you're
the
saying
hotel
just-
downstairs.
if a generic man
Yeah.
walks into it and bar,
Yeah.
it's like it's the airport Hilton. It's the most generic, shitty, boring,
Okay.
life soul sucking place on a busy
That would be
street.
Applebee's bar.
So at Adam,
Applebee's counts. That's
is the bartender cleaning a glass or not?
Of course.
See,
Always.
Now,
Always.
I imagine cleaning the top of the counter because
see, that's where this is where the mental exercise goes.
All right.
Um,
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I do have a particular little side, like a related detail.
Yeah, please.
If the joke starts with a man walks into a bar, I get the boring camera shot and the dingy bar, basically empty, guy rubbing a glass, right?
Okay.
If it's a something walk into a bar, it's always facing the entry door in an English pub, a small, crowded English pub.
Okay.
If like three types of people walking into a bar,
Oh,
it's
okay.
always the English
Okay.
pub.
So
Man.
if a Jew, a Christian, and a Muslim walk into a bar, it's okay.
on like a busy London street.
It's more.
It's just been there.
Okay,
Like
okay.
it survived the bombings.
I think you mentioned. I think we just came up with the fourth question for new guests. That's a good one. That really is a good one.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Because look how many different
well
answers
done,
you got.
sir. Well done.
I've been thinking about it for a second because
What's your thing? Do you have a?
mine would be that it's not saloon doors. It's a normal door.
No, correct.
No
Yeah.
bouncer.
Correct.
There is a soft top to the bar.
Yes.
The bartender's not there yet.
Mm.
He shows up eventually. They're not four corner feet stools. They're metal swivel stools.
Oh.
And
Like at the soda jerks.
Yes.
but it's a lot about like what I think about romantically. What I think about bars. That's the purpose. Is like.
And I
And
like.
then
I love that you
and
said
it's
no
dark
bouncer.
as fuck, and it's a long bar.
Well, it's always a long bar.
Yeah.
And it always is dark. Yes.
See, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, you got to set up the visual of them actually walking in and going into the
yeah.
bar.
Yeah, and smoke.
There,
See,
there is smoke because bars equal smoking. Fuck you, everyone who's now.
Exactly.
Not always though. Not always. Like I've even asked this question
Oh,
to.
my bar's always. What's Star Wars
I
bar?
mean,
Smoke.
we know these.
Not even smoke. Bars are smoke.
Space hookahs.
Of course. But we know these. We know the players in Austin.
Spookas.
We know Vesna. We know Mike Z. We know Matt Lauer. Like proposed these. Kevin Taylor, Kevin Stout, and they always come down to at least a couple of different things that are very similar, but they don't bring up smoking. It's a clean because they work in the industry and they like the fact that it's not smoking anymore. So it's
And
like-
I-
and that's an interesting mental exercise.
No,
in
and I
itself.
agree with that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate that. But
So Phil Collins walks into a bar.
It's smoky.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
It's fucking smoky.
Because you can feel the air tonight.
Thank you.
And he didn't even have to ask where he gets
and-
where he has to set
and
up.
the,
They just
the spotlight
Mr.
would just
Collins.
cut right through the fog of Marlboro smoke.
Yeah. Marlboro smoke. See, I love these
Yeah.
little details.
Oh, it's got to be a smoky bar. There's no fucking way that that many. There's no
And
way a
it gots
fucking
to
horse
be
is going to walk
Marlboro.
into a bar unless there's smoke in it. There's no way 3 different kinds of people are going to walk into a bar unless there's smoke in it. I mean, it's got to be a smoky bar, or it's not a bar. And I love that you said no bouncer because that would kill probably
Yeah.
half the jokes.
Oh yeah.
That's a club.
Three
That's
guys
a
walk into a
club.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all got ID'd.
Or like the
You know?
rope walks into a bar. We don't serve ropes. He leaves and he ties himself and he's like, "Aren't you the same rope?"
and he's not. He doesn't have a shirt or shoes on.
Thank you.
We'll probably have shoes.
I don't orange. I don't ride with orange. Yeah.
Right, something like that. Yeah, sure.
Orange, banana.
Aren't you glad I have ID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is honestly 5 fucking years of this show. best question ever prompted.
That's a fun mental
and
thing.
you wasted it on us.
Yeah,
I know, God. Sorry.
No. We have a professional from the industry over here with Adam. We have Adam, who's Adam
I'm
McWaters,
professional something.
professional of making smoke come out of your mouth. That's for sure.
That's true.
And then you have a professional drinker over here. So
Yep.
a drunk, a smoker, and an industry guy walking to a bar.
And it's the middle. It's the early morning.
That's right.
In
That's right.
London.
That's right.
It's always daytime. I will say that.
Yes.
It's always happy hour time.
That is
Yes.
that's correct. Also,
Yes.
Got to be. You've
Yeah,
got to be a day drinker.
Yes.
that is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It's
Every
got to
time.
be daylight.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
Juxtaposition.
daylight.
This is the best question we've ever asked on the show.
When the door opens, the light winds up spilling into the
Absolutely.
and the smoke.
Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah, no,
Can't
you
just
have to
smoke
be
in the
able to-
air.
You have to
Right.
see the smoke, not smell the smoke, because you can't
Yes.
tell a story about it smelling.
But yeah,
smoke
to
with
see it.
Right. How else are you going to build that atmosphere? Shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Daylight.
Get with the program.
Let's take another break. Look at that nipple real quick.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. And we'll be back after
Look at that
this.
little pup getting nourishment.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break like
Those are real nice shoes.
Thanks.
been on his deep groove. And the night's new, what a feeling, what a nice mood. A bam, boom, rock, we're here to rock.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Hey! Back before the toast segment, we were hanging out.
Yes, we are.
I'm still Adam.
I say toast segment. You usually say,
Letos.
there it is. Yeah. I got 15 minutes on the clock somewhere.
Father's Day edition.
It's the
Father's Day / Phil Collins edition. I think is what it turned into, but it's definitely Father's Day edition.
Phil is a father to Lily Collins.
Yes, he is.
And the Alamo.
And the Alamo.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
He's like the
win, yeah.
godfather of the Alamo,
That's a father.
and that's
Yeah,
a father.
Still counts. Yeah.
That's actually that carries.
That's a father that can throw lightning. Yeah.
The math checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do that real quick. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hacker type.
I'm going to crunch those numbers again. So this is our option for the things we did not cover this week. Anything we wanted to talk about. Now, of course, this episode's going to come a couple weeks from now, whatever.
So no Trump talk.
No Trump talk because it's all
already
pol-
out. It's
politics and
outdated by now.
Because who knows what'll happen next?
Yeah,
very true.
That's why I should always have the glissando ready, just the future. You know. But yeah, so what happened in y'all's week that we should cover? Like,
My air conditioner broke.
Oh
that's,
God.
that's
It's
a word.
fixed now, though.
Okay.
Glorious. Kimmy Schmidt is back. I'm just kind of.
No, it's already been approved for season 4. So,
Oh.
so there you go.
I haven't finished season 3 yet, but a lot of it's good, and a lot of it's boring.
Too much Titus singing.
I like Titus.
I like Titus.
But there's too
I like this-
much
Of
Titus.
You mean the
Of
dollar
course,
store
of course.
version of this?
Yeah. I'm eliminating.
I think it's brilliant. It's
He
just
is, but
Inhumans
there was a
trailer?
bit
It
too
laid it
much.
on a little thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
The
real?
Inhumans trailer has come out. The television.
Oh, I haven't seen the
episode.
Inhumans trailer.
I have not either. I'm still holding
Interesting,
off on
interesting.
that because I'm a big fan of the Inhumans.
Of course, yeah. No, I want them to do it right. I'm surprised they're doing TV before movies because,
I'm a little upset with that, but
because
we'll
it was Vin Diesel. I think it was supposed to be.
He was supposed to be, yeah.
the black
The dude.
the voice.
Yeah.
The guy with the voice. Do you guys see the picture of Deadpool hanging out in front of the
yes.
X Mansion?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice.
I mean, that's just
Yeah. They're just having fun.
everything
you know?
has changed. I mean, everything was great, but I feel like Deadpool as a movie is the starting point now. Everything is referenced to
Oh, yeah.
what you could do. Because
God, I hope
it's like
so.
the Matrix. Like when the Matrix came out, everybody was like, "Oh my God, it's like the Matrix." Oh, the Matrix reinvented movie. I think Deadpool was like,
Oh.
that's how you should.
That's why
fucking do
Logan
these
was
things.
even a thing. That's the reason why Logan can be as strong and as deep and as hard as it
Absolutely.
could be.
That's a powerful
And
statement.
it had to be
and
rated
I-
R.
And I approve.
And
Well, it was
had to
like
be rated R.
you know, I
Ryan
would
Reynolds fought for
complain.
that for fucking ever. So.
Yeah, I would like Travis and I were talking before the Deadpool movie came out, and I would express concerns because Deadpool, much like Wonder Woman, has been historically written really badly. Like,
Poorly. Yeah.
Like great characters just
or like there would be a really funny joke that happened when a talented writer wrote and did like the fourth wall breaking, like gags and stuff like that. Well timed, well executed, everything's great, and then like that project gets passed on to a new set of writers. They just rehash that joke every other fucking panel for years. Like
chimichangas, y'all.
You know,
chimichangas.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it bothered me, and so I had really big concerns because there hasn't been a.
got a joke. I
Yeah.
got a joke. You did.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
did
you
you.
You know, J Lo was almost Wonder Woman.
There hadn't been a.
J Lo years ago was trying to buy the rights.
It's true.
Oh
be
yeah,
Wonder Woman.
I remember that.
Imagine how shitty that would have been.
I don't like that at all. It would have been terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still kind of terrible, but it would have been more
Bitty,
terrible.
bitty, bitty Wonder Woman.
Um,
Would have been a better movie.
but yeah, and then Deadpool
Yeah.
came out, and it was
Definitely
brilliant.
game changer. Yeah.
Like, it,
yeah,
it was,
absolutely.
Yeah.
and you're correct. Like, that's why like Suicide Squad was such a like horror show is because they reshot a bunch of stuff to try to change it to be something like the phenomenon that was the Deadpool movie, and
Yeah.
everybody else is trying to follow suit. But now you have Logan, and you have a bunch the more serious side of things, and
And then Suicide Squad.
then DC's just like, oh, I'm stepping on my own dick. Whoa.
Because they've got the same people involved in every one of the fucking movies. It's like
Zack
think
Snyder.
outside of the box, man. Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys see the
Well, if it's not Batman, I can't write it.
you see the Joss Whedon script for Wonder Woman was leaked?
Say, whoa.
Yeah. So some group of Twitter people found a way to read his version, and it was very Buffy.
Lead hacks.
And it's interesting.
That makes
because-
sense.
God, that would have been
Yeah, for sure.
great, wouldn't it?
But the problem is, like, and I actually agree with the article
That's not sarcasm.
to a certain degree that there's a certain way that he writes women that is actually, it's not that it's not feminist enough, but it's like a version of feminism. It's not what the feminist is. I started to actually like Wonder Woman the movie a lot more after reading this article about it because they talk about how there's a lot of like goofy stuff that happens in his script where it's like, well, everyone hates women constantly, and she also hates men, and so they're having to like come to grips as a character story.
Dollhouse.
Yeah. See,
There you
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's actually a compelling thing because you think about this person who's literally just been an Amazon woman for a long time. She meets a man for the first time. She's like, "Hey, you're cool too." Like, no, I mean, like the reason why they're secluded
precocious,
is because
curious.
they're away from humanity. Like, I'm sure a stranger, the stranger effect is going to be a fucking part of it. Whatever. But it was severely panned. Like, Joss Whedon, you should know better. Like,
I'll say this about Wonder Woman: of all the DC,
I still haven't seen it. No
maybe
spoilers.
most of them, in terms of superpowers and this and that,
Yeah.
and who's the toughest and who's the most brutal, Wonder Woman's probably one of very few DC characters that was a warrior,
yes,
born,
born
and
to be a
raised
warrior.
to
not,
be
not only
a
that,
warrior.
like where I wanted them to take it was that concept. She is not only a demigod, she is a warlord.
Yeah.
She became leader guy. Like, they don't make a lot of effort to like fit in or adapt or like they take and they
They take,
conquer.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they do.
Yeah.
And
That's why that's my favorite DC cartoon. Is best DC thing that's ever come out is the Flash Paradox. If you have not seen this, I absolutely recommend because it's like good canon for the comics as the movies are supposed to be. The whole idea is that one of the Flash's crazy supervillains goes back in time and keeps his mom from dying, so he never turns into the Flash.
Right.
But it changes everything in the universe.
Yeah.
Where he's not the Flash anymore. Superman actually landed in New York.
Yep.
Or somewhere like Metropolis or whatever. So the government took him and hid him somewhere.
oh yeah.
And without that effort, without that person, then now it's just like literally the world is Wonder Woman and fucking Aquaman taking over and killing each other, and it's fucking great.
That sounds awesome.
It's awesome. It really is. Like, that would be a really interesting story. I mean, that would never work in movies. Whatever.
I don't know. Khal Drogo apparently is Aquaman in real life, or Khal Drogo in real life.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Jason Momoa apparently is actually Khal Drogo. In real
He's a
life.
real horse fucker.
Yeah.
He was
And
actually Khal Drogo in the show.
And loves
yeah.
his mom. Loves his mom.
And bro, he's Hawaiian.
He's
And-
growing down hard.
And as it turns out, since it is Father's Day, he is an incredible father
It's true.
to several daughters with Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Who is his
3
wife.
kids, I believe.
What?
Yes.
With Lisa Bonet? Really?
Yes.
Lisa
You know
Bonet
that?
is his
I
wife.
did not know that.
Yes.
Good on him. Holy shit.
And,
Well, I mean, if you
he's-
were Lisa Bonet,
and on
would you
top of
not,
everything else,
like,
he was
give it a shot there?
before getting into acting. He was very much a drifter. He's a carpenter. He works with tools, works with his hands. He lives off the land. Like he's a cool dude.
He's Willis.
Well, he has his own. Actually, that's true. He's the Hawaiian Willis. He has his own axe company now.
Holy shit.
Yes, he does. Have you seen him like doing axe demonstrations?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes his own axes now.
Nice.
Well, he owns the company. I think.
So now I want to see Nick Offerman and him have a man off,
That would be good because
which is sexist.
Momoa was on what's the horrible guy I hate on late night TV? Fallon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's
He was on Fallon and he was doing an axe throwing competition where he had like a pint of Guinness in his hand. Like, hold on, I'm gonna throw his throw his axe real quick. Throws the axe perfectly. Like 9 times, then goes Guinness.
I mean,
And then like the next morning, he's with his kids. And
Yeah. Having it all. Yeah.
so yes, Momoa and Nick Offerman need to have a man off.
Yeah.
but-
And if it said like, nah.
Yeah, they would
like,
have to. Yeah.
Would you like some scotch? Yes, sure.
Would you like some scotch, son?
yeah.
I made this rocking chair.
Beer's a pussy man's drink.
I also made this
Beer is for
rocking chair.
girls. You need some
Have a
scotch.
seat.
After this show, I'm going to share because we shared a couple times. Ken Chong.
Yeah, Kim
That
Jong.
was not me trying to be racist. I'm trying to remember the fucking name.
Yeah,
Ken Jeong.
Kim
Jong.
Young.
Yeah.
Kim Young, and then
Doctor,
as a doctor.
Because he actually is a medical
Yes.
professional.
Yes.
Yeah.
and Bill Nye too,
Sorry,
doing some stuff.
They're playing Paul Simon's not right now.
Oh yeah, nice. But they had Nick Offerman
woodworking
Twitter thing where
Yeah,
he's like
where he
answering
answers
questions.
questions.
This
Yeah.
is from Wired magazine. Is that correct?
Is it Wired?
No, I thought it was. No, it's not Big Thing.
Bullets?
It's not.
Content pending.
Hmm.
One of those great ones. One of those big ones.
Some
I'll
shit.
share that. It's so fucking great.
Let's do some shots.
Yeah, well, let's see. We have 5 minutes on the clock.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's time for shots. It's time for a toast. Rios, what should we toast today?
I'll tell you what. Let's toast to. Well, it's Father's Day. Let's do a Father's Day toast to all the fathers that are not only with their children this weekend. Let's do a toast to fathers who can't be with their children. Let's do a toast to fathers who are out there grinding it, busting their ass every day, keep the lights on, keep the food in the stomach, keep clothes on their back, and doing it all with a smile on your face and your kid bouncing on your knee even when you don't want to be doing
It's the
that.
most
So,
important thing in the world.
And to the All Father,
and
Phil
to the
Collins.
and to the All Father Phil Collins. Thank you very much.
Phil Wednesday.
God bless you.
Can you feel the love tonight?
It's in the air tonight. Phil Collins was literally in the air tonight.
That was a big one.
That was.
I mean, even Eminem
that's
had a
hard.
song with Phil Collins. Not with Phil Collins, but about Phil Collins.
Did he?
Yeah.
I knew he had Elton John.
It's
one.
from Stan. He brings up In the Air of the Night and how important it was
Oh, with
as a
his-
person. It's from Stan, the song Stan.
I don't know that song.
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, if you like Eminem.
Phil
Yeah.
Collins.
So happy Father's Day, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Last 2
Absolutely.
weeks ago.
Oh, sure. I mean,
Yeah, well, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
We'll be doing the same thing in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Every day's Father's Day.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
For the good ones, yeah.
Actually, here's the thing, though. Everybody goes out of the way for Mother's Day. God bless mothers. I loved my mother, rest in peace, and nothing against mothers out there. Mothers get cards. Mothers get reservations.
Yeah.
Mothers
Dads
get
get
all
ties.
kinds of gifts.
Yeah.
We get if we're lucky, we get a tie.
Yeah.
Or
That's
a-
not lucky. I don't want anything. I don't want any of your shit. Get the fuck away from me. It's
It
Sunday.
usually involves a barbecue where we're doing the cooking for everyone.
Hell yeah.
We don't really get cards.
Yeah.
Dad, explain this to me, please.
I think that fundamentally we don't fucking want them. What the hell are you gonna like? My stepmom makes she's a photographer.
I think that's
and
a
she
different-
makes a bunch of cards and they're
that's
beautiful
That's
and
a
I
different
feel
message
terrible
for sure.
when I throw it immediately in the trash.
Well, sure.
Well, it's not a matter of even wanting it. Of course, we don't want most of that stuff.
Yeah.
But my God, at least
Yeah.
offer it. You know, go out. People go out of their way on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
That is true.
People sort of make an effort on Father's Day. I was at work today, literally at work, and someone was like, "Wait, tomorrow's Father's Day?" I was like, Mother's
know.
Day, you're like 30 days in advance. You know, the flags are going up. It's on the calendar. Mom's there to remind you every day that the countdown to Mother's Day begins. Here's what I want in this order. Here's the price list. Here's the shops that I want you to go buy my purse at. Here's the shops that I want to.
Sure.
Here's the restaurants I want to eat at.
Be sure to keep the receipts.
Yeah, always keep the receipts. And all I'm saying is, make a little effort on Father's Day.
Yeah.
It's a pretty damn important day.
Yeah. Yeah. I know specifically because I have the same kind of dad, basically the same kind of dad as Adam. It's the reason why we're buddies.
Yeah.
Is that, like at a certain point you think like, well, Dad doesn't want this. Right?
Or if there's something that I want, I'll let you know.
Let me finish this. Well, you will say that, sure, but like at a certain point when there's like this desert of nothing, like my dad went through the same thing as like he kept saying, no, my dad's the CTO of NASA. He's the Chief Technology Officer of NASA.
Humble brag.
Well, no. I mean, like, and I only mean that to explain that like,
to add weight to the statement that's upcoming.
he has he has money. He always goes and buys stuff. So every time I'm like, hey, so what do you want for your Father's Day? What do you want for your birthday? He's like, I have everything.
It's fucking impossible.
It's impossible.
Because every time he winds up wanting something, he just gets it.
But when I stopped giving him stuff and said happy things, like he was sad because he did miss it.
Yeah.
Because we all want that eventually.
Yeah, just a little something. If I
Yeah.
could plug right now, there are a few things. I think you're in agreement with me on this. If you're going to get me something for Father's Day, and I am throwing this out there, even if this airs in 2 weeks, I will take it after Father's Day. I would like a gift card from ABC Comics.
Okay. Yeah.
So if anybody's listening right now, I will gladly accept that. Consolation prize, shot of whiskey. Fuck it, I'm happy. Fuck it, I'm happy.
That's why we need drunk cast tokens.
Hey, the show is almost over. Have you stepped up your whiskey game yet? We started off with
He doesn't have any now.
No, I've just been doing well whiskeys, and this last little fruity
the
shot
night's
that we
still
did.
young.
And
The
vodka's
night is
too, yeah.
definitely still young, but I will say my celebration toast, having done my first drunk cast with you guys, and thank you for inviting me. I've been watching it from afar for years and years and years and years and years, and I was really excited about coming on this thing today. I was at work; that was all I was talking about. Stellato kept bringing it up. Oh my God, you're gonna do the cast tonight. I was like, I know. I'm kind of nervous, which is weird. I drink with these guys all the time. I put a microphone in front of my face, which I couldn't technically do earlier, and you guys had to put the microphone in front of my face and fix it. I feel very comfortable, and I'm not going there with it. He's got to lean in and talk, and that's what I'm going to do. What the fuck is the internet? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Series of 2.
Who am I?
It's a cloud.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's. I've had a great time. So my celebratory shot will be, I will finally go up. I'll do this one with you now.
some
But
left, yeah.
the next shot of whiskey that I will do, I will finally step it up to Jameson.
All right.
It represents my homeland,
Native America.
Native America.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is the Irish are like the Irish are the
This
the,
river used to be nothing but Jameson.
the Irish are in my humble opinion, are the Native Americans of the European continent. I'm just saying we have a lot. We have a lot in common with them. We have a lot in common with them.
Yeah,
we've run out of time.
Religion was thrust,
If you give them booze, they get kind of shitty.
and we like a good
get
fight.
great.
We like a good fight.
And then that's
Oh, boys, I did a load of ketamine and I swear there were 2 girls, but I swear I was sucking 5 bobs.
the math checks out.
I
Close us
hope.
out, Travis. Close us out.
Yeah. We're gonna come back and unpack that because this is your first time, best time,
Yes,
more times.
yes.
Because we did the show enough times, so we're actually doing 2 shows basically for the rest of our lives.
Is that the new game? Is that the new?
I'm digging it. It's a double header.
Usually it's a disaster.
It's not always well.
I mean, historically speaking, it's not gone well.
Season 6, everybody. Season 6.
Season 6. Oh, we have an anniversary coming up
This
too.
is how we've grown as
We
Almost.
have
people.
an anniversary coming up.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Our 5-year
I
anniversary.
know, my birthday
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Well, then we have to probably do it sooner. No, after. Never mind.
It's after, yeah.
It's fine. Good.
It's good.
It's good.
Adam Rios, thanks for coming to hang out with us, man.
Thank you for the invite. I've had a blast.
Can we find you online? Like, do you want to be
You can
found
al-
online?
I
Like,
don't
Join
mind
you
being
found.
found. I do
Twitter,
not mean
Instagram, or any other shit?
Twitter. Nerd Starter Kit is my Twitter handle.
Nice.
Because I literally remember saying, guys, I'm not going to get on Twitter. And this is when Twitter was launching during South by. I was like, I'm not going to start on Twitter. That's like a fucking Nerd Starter Kit. And they said, that's your name. So I became
At Nerd Starter
Nerd
Kit.
Starter Kit. You can find me online, Adam Rios or Pony Boy. Look him up on Facebook. I don't always accept people who try to seek me out, but whatever. Fuck it. I'm in a new world. I'm single now, but I'm a single dad. I'd like to throw that out there right now. That's
sure.
that's something else that I wouldn't mind for Father's Day.
Hey, a rarity.
A date would be pretty awesome.
Sure.
We have
Thank
we have Irish fans. So.
Oh God, thank you. Dude, any Irish people out there? I drink Irish whiskey, and I'm a single dad with baby's mama drama. I'm right up your alley.
Yes.
Cheers to that.
That's Pony Boy.
Pony
Kilkenny.
Bay. I have no phone, no computer, no car,
When I
party.
but I'm still party.
when I started, I literally had none of those things. That's
Yeah.
how far back I go with that.
Yeah, your last tweet was from 2011.
My last update was March 2011. Okay, folks, the next people that go, I was working at Frank. Get Mardi Gras stuff. Wow, gosh.
Still
Hey,
balling.
if I
it's still you marketing, man. That's fucking great.
if I get
I'm
this
still
this,
party.
this screen printing thing built and I present you with a shirt upon which is printed, but I'm still party, will you hate me or will you love it?
I will love it, and I will wear it proudly.
Cool.
And I might even cut the sleeves off and make it a midriff just to get real fucking done with it. So
I give you a stringer.
I'd be down with
Get
that.
you a stringer with it.
Make a real one, and then he rips it out. Like to be.
What's your favorite color of shirt? Do you think?
Navy blue, black.
navy blue?
Those are my two.
Okay,
Those are my two.
fair enough. I'll keep that in mind. And
Adam Rios on Facebook. I'm also on the Instajams as Ponyboy13ATX on the Instajams.
Okay. I'll try to find that. Because I want you to tweet more because you're fucking funny.
I thank you.
He am still party.
He am still
And
party.
I am still party.
Adam, thanks for coming to hang out with us.
I love you.
I love you too.
Sweet.
Always. Yay. Dylan, thanks for helping me run the show.
Of course, sir.
Oh my God! I will say this. Okay, you see that July 26th, 2010
Hey, the day
update?
before my birthday.
Now, what that says is, come do a shot with me at happy hour. Yo Gambone, rest in peace, dear friend of mine. Remember
yeah.
that last?
Oh.
Remember that talk last? I meant to say last
Last
week. Turns out to be true. Little Rios. That was a day I found out I was going to be a father.
Holy shit! Seriously?
That post
Father's
right there
Day.
on Father's Day was the day I found out I was going to be a father, because I had spoken with him literally a week before that, going,
Yeah.
and she's going to California, and she's late, and she's going to see her doctor when we're out there. That was the day that I found out I was going to be a dad.
Holy shit!
July 26th.
Power of
2010.
Twitter.
Happy
The
Father's Day.
power of Twitter.
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Fucking fun times, right?
Oh my God. Roll out the barrels.
Rob has well bend right over him, I guess.
And actually, June 20th, Father's Day, not to be a downer because it will be a celebration. That Father's Day was when I became a single dad,
Good times.
unofficially.
Yeah, you're just
hey, I am like a ball of fun.
you're like
I'll still party.
You're like the fucking
I
marathon.
am still party.
You're like the fucking marathon runner of parenthood,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the triathlete.
I
Where like you had
I would
you
go
had that
triathlete.
team and then you lost the team.
you know,
and now
I am a series. I'm a trilogy, and I feel like as a trilogy, I'm coming. The third the third movie,
Third ad.
the third is being written now, because I catch me a year from now,
Fuck
and it will be
yes.
like, fuck yeah, the trilogy finally happened. Done. No prequel. No George Lucas. Give me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sure.
The trilogy
Who
will be
would your
done.
Jar Jar be if you had to?
If I had to pick a Jar Jar, man, well, I don't want to call out any of my friends right now, but if I had to, God, who would be my Jar Jar?
Is it Mike Z? Makes sense.
Mike and the Mechanics.
His name is Robert Paulson, and he am still party.
Mike and the Mechanics would be my Jar Jar Binks.
all of the mechanics, and they all have to stand on each other's
because Phil
shoulders.
Collins went on to become Phil Collins, and
The
Mike-
Allfather.
and everybody, they were Mike and the Mechanics.
I'd love a good bookend.
And scene.
Back to Phil Collins.
Sure.
That's so nice. It's so nice. I'm glad I brought this up because, because you had an epiphany,
Yes,
right? Like,
look at that.
You saw, yeah.
Look at that.
It's so nice.
Wow.
Phil
There you go.
Pittman.
I feel pit.
Atticus, Dad loves you. Be in bed right now. You'll listen to these when you're older.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Drunk Ass Live to 2222224. I think. We love you so much. No, if you like the show, you can learn more about the show on drunkcastlive.com. That's drunkcastlive.com. That's ringtones and DivX. You can go to at drunkcastlive on Twitter. We're at drunkcastlive on Facebook. Technically, we're at drunkcastlive pics, PICS on Instagrams. There's probably more activity there, especially because of the foreign correspondents, because they're doing some stuff and Todd, our good Todd Fitt, like the
First of Todd's.
Todd Fitt.
first
Love you,
journey of his. He's learning so much about how to do this shit right. His first part of the journey of like before he left the continental United States was him taking pictures of our koozie at the Liberty Bell, at the Rocky Steps and the Rocky statue, like and the very first penitentiary, like the libraries and stuff. I was like, why aren't you posting on your fucking Instagram? He's like, I don't know, I thought you'd like it. Like,
Well, you know, and
I like that too, but-
To Todd's credit, he's probably the only guy I know who, as a professional door guy and barback, has probably seen more of the world traveling on that budget than anybody I know.
Of course, yeah.
Not a dad, I tell you that.
Absolutely not. True story.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
In fact, if that's your budget and you are dead, you're in jail. Like,
So
it goes.
Drunk Cast Picks is going to have some more stuff from them, especially they could not call in tonight because they're in Bogota and something going on. There's parties going on, whatever. We're 802-359-7468. That's 802-359-SHOT. That's a phone call or a number you can text.
we're just a phone call away.
You used to dial me on my Drunk Cast. You can do that thing. You can send a text and we'll answer the question, or you can leave a voicemail and we'll answer that question too. Or your complaint or your upsetness. We'll do all of it. That's what we do here. Or questions at drunkcastlive.com. And we're on the Citrus Store, we're in the iTunes Store, we're in the Google Play Store, we are on FM Now, we're on TuneIn, we're everywhere.
We're under your bed.
If you literally cannot find us, you're not trying.
True.
So go find us and try. I'm Travis. Please podcast responsibly. And I want to say who's coming up next, but I also don't know when this episode is actually come out, so you might have already heard. Well, actually, next is...
Interpersonal.
It works better on video.
Redacted.
It's Zach Brooks next. After Zach Brooks is Christina Parrish. After Christina Parrish, we have even more excellent people. So please keep listening, and we love you. And good night.
We come to let you know what the deal is.
People wanted it to be real so bad they thought it was inevitable that we get a divorce at some point. I knew it.